Welcome to Rad, a daily reader for Reddit. Like and subscribe for daily Reddit videos. TIFU by naming my child a racially charged name. Removed. Reminds me of an Indian I work with who named his son Grabdeep and his daughter Mandeep. We live in Canada and they both hate their names lol. Mandeep is a very common Indian name in the UK. And Manpreet. I don't know why but I've never given it a second thought. I think since we have such a large Indian community where I'm from X. There was a girl named Shiny. Not spelled that way but pronounced that way. That worked the drive up at Sonic. Took me a while when I heard it. I went to school with a girl named Sandia. Not the spelling. In a town where a lot of people spoke Spanish, including my family. Sandia means watermelon in Spanish. My friend is named Chirag, pronounced more like She-Rock, and everyone called him She-Rag when they first saw his name. Not bad names, just different for America. I think Aryan sounds beautiful but I am aware of the negatives that surround it. As I said above, I went to school with Sikh siblings. One was named Zombie. Not the way it's spelled I'm sure, but it was the way it was pronounced. Edit. Come to think of it, his name might have been pronounced Zombie. Still not sure, but could be it. It's in your head, it's in your head. Zombie 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 lol. I knew a woman named Manmeat. She went by Manny. My best friend's name is Manmeat. She goes by Monica or Moni. When her family says it, it's much more elegant than Manmeat. But I can't get that inflection right. So Moni it is. They always say it's something like oohhh Manmeat oohhh. Try saying it like Olivia Munn's last name. Munmeat. Instructions unclear. Moonmeat. A customer at my old work was called Gagandeep. Yup, worked with a Gagandeep a while back. I'm hoping to see some backstory on that name here. Gagan means sky, deep literally means candle, but in Hindi or Punjabi, it's taken as brightness or something. Together, they don't make much sense. But if there's anything I've learnt about this business, being a Sikh myself, it's mostly a name and then permutations and combinations of suffixes like preet, deep, jeet or meet, meaning love, light, victory, and hero, friend. You'll have an Amarjeet, Amar roughly meaning you can't die. You'll also have an Amardeep and Amarpreet all in the same neighborhood. I remember there was a guy named Mandeep working as one of the interns at my last workplace. I didn't think too much about it because I've always pronounced his name as Mandeep, until I saw how it was spelled. What's wrong with the speaking of Mandeep? I feel like it's going right over my head. Do people relate it to a man being deep inside, sexually? Oh you sweet summer child. I get it. I feel like I've got a dirty enough mind. But like, it's a traditional name. That's not even pronounced the way it is spelled. Seeing people make a fuss over it seems kinda weird. The implication of Mandeep seems a little far off from being embarrassing or even something to bring up. Or am I wrong? It's not like a person named BJ or anything like that. I know a dude whose name is BJ. How about y'all just drop that A and call him Ryan? That's an unremarkable anglophone name he could go by, and he can legally change his name later if he wants. Or E. Or Hitler. Not as bad as Hardik, and no I am not kidding. My manager is named Hardik. Never gave it a second thought until now. Now you're going to be thinking about Hardik all day long. Or Gagandeep. One of my podiatry classmates is Gagandeep, he shortens it to what? Gagan shallow. Hitler really frick with Indians and Buddhists. I think there were other groups he fricked with more. He didn't. Modern day people did. Hitler did his crap and died. Indians were living then. They lived 5,000 years before and as they do today. Hitler ruined things because people let him. I bet my paycheck that if Hitler used the cross as his symbol, the cross would have been forgiven way earlier than the non-prevalent non-Christian names and symbols he adopted for his evil crap. Hitler ruined a name back then. We continue to let him today. OFC the cross would have been forgiven, because the West is very aware of the meaning of the cross. 90% the swastika comes up in the West. It's in relation to Nazis. So OFC it would be associated with Nazis in the West. The Nazi swastika is one of the biggest examples of cultural appropriation in human history. A looted symbol. Maybe Ari, usually spelled Ari in the US. You're a grand wizard, Ari. Quote. Very clever, indeed. I get the whole group of people saying, don't change the name. They should understand. Reality, however, is that the kid will be picked on. Because the world we live in sadly isn't perfect. I would definitely consider changing his name. Not because the name is stupid, but because all the other people are stupid. However, your son will be the one facing the consequences. All the people saying not to change the name don't know what it's like to have a difficult name. Change the name. My sister has a friend in college named Swastika. Beautiful name, based on the original meaning. But she hated it. Finally changed it legally. I'm not sure if Barnacle Blob is better. I'm crying, I'm laughing so hard. I know what you meant, but the initial reading just killed my brain. I swear I'm crying laughing too. I reread Barnacle Bob 5 times thinking, how the frick is that any better, before I realized. Maybe shorten it to Ryan. Or Ari. I knew a kid named Ari back in middle school. Just pronounce it as Aaron instead, lol. You done messed up, hey Aaron. As an Indian-raised Hindu, I find it so sad that we haven't been able to reclaim the swastika in the Western world. It's such a beautiful symbol, symbolizing peace, oneness with cosmic energy, and tranquility in the cycle of life. As for the name Aryan, I wouldn't change the child's name at all, but maybe you could add an A for Aryan, bringing it closer to the Sanskrit pronunciation. Or Arya, a gentlest name meaning exalted, pure, Shrestaya Puja in Hindi. I hope the child doesn't have issues later in his life. He has such a wonderful name, and you guys appear to be great parents. Honestly, I wouldn't worry about it too much. My name is also Aryan, pronounced Arion, and I've lived in the States my whole life. The name came from my Persian parents who emigrated from Iran. While this name was annoying when I was younger, with substitute teachers calling me Aaron or Orion, it's honestly not that bad. Meeting new people can be a bit weird, but if they're a half-decent human, they'll get over it. Thanks for watching Rad. Like and subscribe for daily Reddit videos. If you like these videos, check out Rad too.